Okay, so hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to be doing something completely different again, and I'm going to talk to you about a short film project that I have in the works at the moment and I really want to get some help and some collaboration on, so let's just jump straight into that. For anyone that doesn't know, my name is Andy Flush. I am a videographer and a filmmaker. I've spent the last 4 years since university working on hundreds of different projects ranging from corporate events and promos through to short films and slightly bigger projects. What you can see on screen now is a short sort of flavour reel of the kind of things I've been up to over the last couple of years. This will give you a flavour of the type of quality and level of things that I've been producing and that I want to make with this new short film project. However, like everyone else, I've been super quiet for the last couple of months during this crazy pandemic world, and I am itching and raring to go on some brand new work. So today I'm going to give you a really quick sort of elevator pitch on this project, and hopefully I can entice some of you to kind of get in touch and get involved with this one. So what is this project? I want to make 3 short films that are linked by theme, that share the same actors, and that we can release at the same time next year. I had a few short film ideas banging around in my head for a while now. I considered, just making them all separately and making short films, but I wanted to kind of think a bit bigger and try and do something that linked them all and that kind of brought them all together. So the theme that kind of ties all 3 together is young love. One of the things I observed whilst, creating and writing these projects was no matter when you are in time or where you are in the world, people, and young people especially, still tend to connect in a similar way. This means that no matter where your film is set, the connection of young people that fall in love is going to be similar. And this really was the basis of this project. So I just want to be transparent from the start and let you know that this project is currently unfunded and is very likely to stay that way. These will likely be made on 0 budget, and that will of course mean that myself and everyone that works on them will be working on their own time for free. I know this can instantly be a turn off, and don't get me wrong, it is for me as well. However, after this creative slump that we've had during this period, and especially just kind of trying to get back into the swing of things, I just really want to work on some short films. This is absolutely a passion project for me. These are films that I have written for the most part, with a little bit of help from a few people here and there. So I really will be relying on not only my own passion, but the passion of other people to come in and try and make these something special. It really bugs me when people waste people's time and sell them an idea of a project that isn't reality. Now, if anyone watches this that knows a bit about short film funding, absolutely get in touch. Any money would be massively appreciated on this project, but it is likely to be done 0 budget. Unfortunately, as is life in this industry, if we only ever made projects that we were being paid for, a lot of us wouldn't have gotten our start in the first place, so it is something we're unfortunately used to and do continue still to do. So whilst all 3 films are different stories set in different time periods, I really want to use the same 2 lead actors, so the same couple for all 3. This will form a major link in our project. Now, the main reason I want to do this is to kind of show the connection and the similarity between the way that different couples interact in different times. Of course, it also has benefits in terms of the production. It means we can develop a real relationship with the actors. This will also hopefully develop a chemistry between them, and it should help with all the boring stuff like scheduling and other production issues. So I'm just going to flash on the screen now some sort of visual flavour, some of the things that may have influenced this project or a visual style that we might be going for. I hope this gives you an idea of the type and the feel of films we're trying to make. So diving into the films themselves, we have our first film, which is set in the 1940s during the evacuation. This film follows 2 17-year-olds who have both been evacuated, both living on farms in the countryside, who meet by chance and form a connection which leads to a relationship. This film examines the struggles that kind of situation caused, and obviously the disruption to their life that the war was causing. Our second film is set in modern day and is probably the darkest of the 3. This follows a young couple who struggle with one of their parents being an alcoholic. This film looks at the stress and pressure that can put on a relationship, and really examines the burdens that other family members and stuff can actually have on people. And film number 3 is set in the future and is about a young couple who are left on Earth when the rest of the Earth is trying to escape as the sun is exploding. Now, this one isn't quite as sci-fi as it sounds. This is actually, again, about the connection between the couple, and this really examines the way the couple live and interact when the world is falling apart around them. Whilst all 3 of the films will be heavily tied by the theme and the things that are happening to the couples, we want them to be completely different in visual style. And this brings me on to my next point, which is what we need. So the first person I need to bring onto this project is a director of photography. I want someone who's got an in-depth knowledge of cameras, framing, lighting, composition, all of the things that make up a really good director of photography. Now, this may be someone that's in training or a student even, someone that's got a real urge to kind of push on and create some visually striking films. I want someone to come in early on in the project and really kind of craft the look and feel of these films with me. The second person I need is an assistant director. I need someone who's going to come in and help me direct these sets and the production as a whole. Someone who's great at timekeeping, is a really good organizer, and can really help push this project forwards. After that, I need someone who can take care of the sound on our location and possibly in post as well. This needs to be someone who's experienced in audio operation and can guarantee a really high quality level of sound for these films. I know it's a cliche, but sound can be as important, if not more important, than the visual in a film, so this is one area I really want to get right. After that, of course, we're going to need a composer, someone who can come in and create a musical identity for this project. And last but not least, we're going to need people to come in and be production assistants and runners and really just kind of make these projects happen. I will be directing all 3 short films to try and keep some visual and story identity between all 3. I want to reiterate that I am absolutely more than happy to work with students. I know when we're not paying people, it's not a particularly attractive proposition, but I really see this as an opportunity to create 3 special short films with a great team behind them. All I really want is people who are passionate about filmmaking and who are happy to learn and experience this with me. Now finally, we need to talk about casting. As I said before, we want to cast 2 people, a male and a female, to play this couple or these couples throughout their time periods. This is something I'm really set on, as for me it's going to tie the project together and develop all the kind of chemistry that we need. So what we need are 2 actors between the age of 18 and 25, hopefully who might verge on the side of looking younger, who can come in and help me really create personalities for these characters. There will be an element of commitment to this, as I would like to keep the same 2 actors throughout. There are also other side characters and other parts in all 3 films which we will need to cast for. I want to bring in people that are happy to get involved on the creative side and really want to be a part of the project overall. I am not a seasoned writer myself, so I'm more than happy for people to come in and have a hand in editing and changing these scripts and making them feel like really fleshed out people. As with the crew, I'll be really happy to work with students or young actor groups or any kind of level of experience if we get the right people for this one. I just want to find the right people. I think that just about wraps up what I can tell you about this project at this point. If you're at all interested in getting involved, whether it be cast or crew, just drop me an email. I've got the email down below and it'll be in the comments as well. I'm really looking forward to speaking to some of you about this, and I hope we can push forward and make something truly special. See you all soon.